Taurus. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing amazing. This is your reading for February 2023. I'm recording this on New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year again. I know I did New Year's videos for January, but I just want to say it again. Wow, 2022 was a fucking crazy year for you guys, I swear. I have a feeling that you guys' lives did like a complete fucking 180 from where they were, you know? And if things looked really bleak and weird and shit was crazy for a little while, I feel like that stuff has worked itself out. And, you know, things that were supposed to happen did. And I feel like it was to help you guys it was just to shake you guys up. You know, Uranus and the North Node being in your first house for any of you Taurus risings. Holy shit, you got to shake up to who you are, right? Uranus likes to surprise us. I feel like Uranus also wants us to move forward, but in a better way that serves us, like on a more like feeling whole level. But it kind of shakes the fucking apple tree to make that happen. So I feel like a lot of you guys had a shakeup, but you made it through it. You made it through 2022. Congratulations. This is your reading for February 2023. Let me pull some cards and stop being so long-winded about the astrology. All right. Temperance. Yeah. Balance and harmony. Harmony within yourself. I feel like some new paths have opened up for you guys. And I feel like this is an emotional balance that's within you. I feel like you've learned some things about yourself, especially with this last year of things kind of being up on its ass. You know, it took you outside of your comfort zone, and that was what needed to happen. I know it sucked, but sucky things happen to bring us to some of the best shit in life, okay? So if we think of it that way, anything that happens is always for our best. So I feel like, you know, you're realizing that this was for your best. The moon. This moon, I feel like the stability that you guys had might have felt based on a little bit of anger for some time and like kind of a darkness. But I feel like you're realizing that there is stability within like finding balance through the light within yourself. Like, you know, letting yourself off the hook for things, not being so hard on yourself. You know, I feel like it's sharing your feelings with others and letting yourself be vulnerable too. I feel like that's a part of this. The star. So many people are getting the star. You know what? For the star for you guys, I feel like is a healing. And for a lot of you, I feel like it's an emotional healing. I see so much water in this reading. I feel like your emotions and your deep feelings were something that like maybe you didn't want to face for quite some time, but it was kind of like right up in your face and you had no choice. So you just had to deal with this shit. But you guys have like healed something that might have been a really deep wound. And that healing is bringing about so many like great things in your life, so many possibilities. Queen of Wands. I feel like you guys are taking a risk. You're putting yourself out there. I know this is a fire sign card and you're an earth sign. I get that. But I feel that this energy is you putting yourself out there without fear and maybe making a decision, you know, that maybe you wouldn't have made like a few years ago, but you're now willing to make it. the Empress. The Empress showed up again. The Empress is showing up in almost everyone's reading. I feel like spring is going to be an amazing and like unfolding time for you guys. I do feel that. I feel like around like when the sun moves into Taurus in like what, May, you know, yeah, late April, early May, I feel like you guys are going to be seeing more like growth and possibility. Knight of Swords. I feel like there's something that you're going to be saying to someone that you thought you might never say to anyone ever again. This might be a significant other. This might be a boyfriend or girlfriend. I feel like this is for the people in new relationships out there. I feel like you're going to be saying something that you thought you might not say to anyone ever again. If you had asked yourself, like if a year ago, if you would say this to anyone, you would have laughed in your damn face probably, because you weren't in that space. You hadn't been pushed outside of your comfort zone, okay? But I do feel that for you guys. You have strength. Yeah, you're so much stronger now that you faced these things. That facing these things made you face yourself, and it made you face maybe where you've been hiding from people, hiding the real you. Ace of Wands. Some of you having like this stronger balance within yourself, you might be like taking a risk, like a chance on like maybe starting something for yourself, like a business, or you might be like going to a different or better job, something that, you know, really honors you. And it's not something that you just kind of phone it in almost. Like, I feel like whatever you guys are doing, it's been like you know how to do it so well that you could do it in your sleep. Okay. But I feel like you're ready to be like challenge yourself a little more now that you feel stronger within yourself. 10 of Pentacles. You know, everything lining up for you, especially financially. I feel like things are working out for you, but you're in a more heart-centered and like balanced place within yourself. So the outside of you is going to be balanced as well. I'm going to pull you guys some cards from the Light Seers Tarot deck. Let's see. I see a lot of reoccurring cards, so I don't feel like that, if any of you are starting a relationship or like have someone coming over the horizon, I don't really feel any specific energy. It could be any sign. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you guys are like taking a new direction. Like you're going in a new direction than you, maybe a newer direction than you ever, like I said, like you've never been in this direction, or you never thought you'd go in this direction again. But it's really opening up so much for you, especially financially. 7 of Wands. I feel like you're reconnecting to that part of yourself that you may not have wanted to share with others for a long time. You wanted to keep it hidden. But again, I feel like there's more balance around you. I know that's not typically what this card can mean, but that's what I feel like when I see this card, that, you know, wherever you had like fear stored or like anxiety, you know, I feel like you guys have found a more centered place within yourself. So you're not feeling that anxiety anymore. You're not feeling that fear. Lovers. Yeah. I feel like this is a divine connection that's either here or is coming for you. And that's because of all the work that you had to do with yourself. You know, you're a different person than you were a few years ago, even a year ago. You may not even recognize yourself, but I feel like you love yourself more now than you did then, because you're more open and more centered and balanced, and you're not in a place where you're scared. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I do feel like you guys are going to be starting something possibly related to this connection. Whoever this is, you know, maybe you're taking your relationship to the next level this year, or even in February. That could be happening. But I do feel like you're going to be seeing more growth in your life. I know sometimes this card can represent the impatient farmer for some, like someone who's checking the root structures of what they're working on and has no belief in anything. But I do feel like the belief in yourself and is there and what you can create. So I don't feel like that's something that you really have to worry about. Almost. Three of Cups. I feel like you're going to be having a lot more fun, and you're going to be enjoying yourself, which I feel like a lot of you weren't truly enjoying yourself. It might have been like a place of sadness where you were like trying to enjoy yourself, and like even when you try, it was always coming back to like a place of sadness. But I don't feel like that's that way anymore. I also feel like a lot of you are kind of revamping your space, making it a little more like maybe, you know, posh or decadent or whatever, or just like prettying it up, or like making it more lavish. I don't know. I get that feeling with that card. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are definitely going to be starting something new. I feel like it's something more that's lined up with your life path and what you're truly called to do. So if you've been kind of doing what you do and it's not really something that you really truly love, I feel like the opportunity to start something that you really truly love is there this year. Justice. Justice came up so many times for you guys last month, and I feel like in December too. Again, I feel like you guys are seeing the balance, like the balance return to your life. You know, maybe you felt like shit was really unfair for you guys for a long time, but there was something embedded within what you were going through that needed to be learned and worked through and felt. You know, and that sucks, but look where it brought you. Look where it brought you. So the shitty stuff doesn't have to be awful unless you think it's awful. You know? Ace of Cups. Yep. Finally willing to share your heart with someone. Feeling that your cup is full, and you know you're willing to be vulnerable with someone. Judgment. You have Judgment and Justice. Yeah. I feel like there was a version of you that was inside of you that felt like it was trapped for so long. Like you knew it was in there, or maybe some of you might not have even known it was in there, that this person could be in there, that this person could like come to the surface. And the new you is emerging as someone to be reckoned with, and someone that is so balanced and like heart-centered. Four of Swords. Yeah. You guys needed a healing of your heart. Your heart needed that healing more than anything. And that time was like the chrysalis of a butterfly, like the cocoon. And during that time where shit was crappy, you were sorting out your heart and like what it really needed. And I feel like there's someone showing up for you guys. I do see a lot of Cups energy, but I see a lot of Wands energy too. So this could be a water sign. This could be a fire sign. This could be an earth sign. I've seen a lot of pentacles in this reading too, so I mean, it could be anything. There's a lot of swords energy, like, that I've seen in this reading too. Like, there's a good amount of swords as well, so I mean, that could be an air sign. It could be anybody, but I'm gonna pull you guys a couple cards from an oracle deck just to see if the universe has any more advice for February. Butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Yeah, you guys have really transformed. You know, I see this 11 on this card, and I feel like that's a number that you're going to be seeing when synchronicities pop up in your life. When, like, those happy, amazing things are, like, happening for you, and nothing's happening to you anymore. Everything's happening for you. Your transformation has been beautiful to watch, Taurus. Starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. So much has opened up for you guys now that your heart is open, okay? And Uranus really had to fucking push you guys hard. I know it did. The Rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle. See, you know what? This year, you guys really had to overcome, you know, so much within your life, and I feel like that brought about a certain amount of toughness within you, where you see that you really can make it through basically anything. Okay, you can make it through anything. You know, you have the stability now within yourself. Now that, like, some shit crumbled, but, like, you built yourself back up, and so much amazing stuff is happening for you guys. I am so excited for you. I feel like 2023 is going to be an explosive year for you guys. Like, you guys are just going to have an amazing year. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all again as soon as I can. I love you all, and have an amazing new year and January and February. Okay, guys? Bye.